Can I bring up my truth about the Sixers and the NBA draft a week from now?
What you about to say?
Run far away from Ace Bailey. All right, here we got the latest mock draft of ESPN, and every mock draft has different. Some are just guessing, right? Some are doing one like
reckless speculation.
Some might do one on what they would do, but then you have ones that get intel, right? Like they're talking to people around the NBA, they're gleaning stuff. So that was today's over at ESPN, their latest mock draft. All right, so Cooper Flagg goes 1 to Dallas. Everyone knows that's happening. Dylan Harper goes 2 to the Spurs. That feels pretty locked in. Hewitt, number 3, and I was excited about this, but it's what was written underneath that stood out to me. So number 3, the Sixers' latest mock at ESPN. VJ Edgecombe, the shooting guard from Baylor, the kid.
Yeah, that's the guy you wanted.
I've wanted him the whole time. That's great. But the whole story was really
guard.
Another guard. Listen, you got to get the best player. You can worry about the fit later. So they went on to why it could be Edgecombe right now instead of someone else, including Ace Bailey. I'm going to read from you what was written here about Ace Bailey and why the Sixers are kind of leaning towards VJ Edgecombe. Quote, Edgecombe takes over the spot from Ace Bailey in ESPN's mock draft after a positive visit to Philadelphia, where sources say he made a strong impression in a private workout as well as in meetings with the front office and ownership. He appears to be the leader in the clubhouse, with Bailey losing momentum after refusing to visit, initially unsatisfied with his search for a proven pathway to development. They add in he's probably going to come visit this week, but he refused the initial ask on a visit. So then I scroll down to see, where's this Ace kid falling, right? The kid Elliott wants? They have him at number 6, but this is what caught my attention. So his strategy has perplexed some observers. It's all from the article today. Sources say Bailey's camp has informed interested teams. They believe he is a top 3 player in the draft, but he also seeks a clear pathway to stardom. Perhaps feeling comfortable a team will trade up to get him. Some teams question whether Bailey has received assurance of being a top player selected, and if he wants to go to a situation more advantageous from a playing time perspective. You know what my read on that is?
He want to play.
He wants to play for a losing team. He wants to play on a team that there's no other established players that are going to score. He didn't want to be here.
He want to be that dude.
So he wants to lose.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the way the NBA is constructed now and you talk about the youth movement in the NBA,
Well, I don't want any part of him then. I'm not if
that's a bold move because you're talking about, I would think, a couple $1 million swing from the 3rd pick to the 6th pick.
Yep, I'm sure.
And endorsement deals and stuff like that. But maybe, and I'm just playing devil's advocate because I can't imagine coming out of school, having that kind of pool where you just tell people don't draft me or whatever. Because that's kind of what we're talking about. Don't take me because I want to play.
Well, if you don't show up for you don't agree to come to a meeting, you're basically telling that team I don't want to be with you.
Yeah, you're putting yourself. I mean, you're taking a chance. But you're kind of betting on yourself in a sense.
When we first brought this up, and I argued with Elliot one day you were out, he strikes me as a losing player. And I don't mean it like a personal thing. He shot the ball a lot, and he didn't take good shots at Rutgers. They didn't win. And now he basically...
He wants to be a star.
On a bad team. What I read this as, the Sixers have too many other veterans that will get shots, right? Like Maxey.
He wants to be the focal point.
On a bad team. Right, because the Sixers aren't your typical 3rd pick in the draft, right?
No, they have some talent.
Yes,
they have some guys. So and you could be a piece.
Right, if he's trying to find his way onto a team that doesn't have much talent, it tells me he'd rather score and lose than be on a team with some talent. I don't want that guy.
I guess that's the way you read it. Playing devil's advocate, kids nowadays, Joe, in the way that they digest all of this, and they take it just like, for instance, the defensive end for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Shamar Stewart.
They're more in tune to the money that they're making and the contract situation. I can't remember ever being in a situation where I felt that empowered when I was coming out to tell a team no,
sure,
or anything like that. So it's one of those things where maybe he feels that his best path to becoming a star is going to a bad team and getting the money on the back end.
And that's his prerogative, and I don't care what he does. I don't want him on my basketball team.
Yeah, I mean, I get that because you would think that coming in, I kind of look at it like most kids wouldn't want that pressure. They would probably want to go somewhere where,
they could blend in a little bit, develop.
But he might be one of them cats that want all the smoke.
He might, and you know what? I think it's probably going to work for him. He's probably going to get what he wants, and he's going to end up on the Wizards.
I hear what you're saying because it's It's an odd thing to want.
It just feels like I'm watching a story that's good. He's destined to score 25 points a game on a team that wins 25 games.
Yeah.
So go do it. I mean, like, that's cool.
Maybe he feels that this is he could be the guy that be the start for something good for that team.
Like he's the sun, the moon, and the stars?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
you take it anytime you do anything like this, you take a chance.
Refusing the visit
it is a lot.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
I get the Sixers are a mess, but like they still have the third pick. Like if you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here. So we'll see where it goes. There is a report today. John Clark said he is going to visit. So maybe at first he said no, and then he changed his mind. Who knows?
Because of the optics.
Well, and the story's out there today. So maybe his agent said we should probably go to Philadelphia. So we'll see. But I'd be very happy if it's Edgecombe at 3.